Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design. I'm here today to share another really fun folio design with you. I've made this one for the Letter Perfect challenge at the Frilly and Funky blog, which is sponsored by the Funky Junkie Boutique. And our challenge was to use words in our project. So I've been just loving working with Graphic 45's Imagine collection, so I chose to work with that again and create a really soft, feminine, steampunk, two-tiered type folio. So this is actually a chipboard base. I used a really lightweight chipboard to build the base, and this is a 5x8 folio. And as you can see, it's super dimensional. On the front, I've built this little tag box and then filled it with a bunch of Graphic 45 tags. These are handmade flowers using the large tag and flowers die from Graphic 45. And I've used the Imagine papers to make these flowers and shaped them with my stylus. This is a beautiful white curling shimmer ribbon that you can get from Funky Junkie. I custom dyed seam binding using my distress inks to match the colors in the folio. And then this is a crushed mauve crushed ribbon, and I just ran my vintage photo distress ink pad over the ribbon to kind of deepen it and give it more of a copper tone. I've added prills all around and these lovely little charms. These are all from the Funky Junkie Boutique. This beautiful dream key, this beautiful Prima crown. Isn't that amazing? And I just put one of the little chips inside that. This is one of the very fun steampunk charms, and I just tapped this with Tattered Rose Distress paint. So I have a tutorial on my blog, just a short little step out to show you how to build the tag box using the large Graphic 45 ivory tags. So inside this little box, I have these lovely little ATC tags that I've dressed up with papers from the collection. And this one has a little, this one has this cute little Live Your Dream charm, more of this fun curling ribbon, more of the custom dyed seam binding, and on the back, more words, because words were to be the focus of this challenge. So everything you can imagine is real. And then this one has a little belly band made with one of the stickers from the collection, and I've just tucked in this little cut apart that I've matted on the 12x12 patterns and solids. I love the patterns and solids pads because it means you always have a mat that perfect. And again, on the back, more words. This third one has one of the sweet little tags and pockets, and instead of making it the standard way, I've folded the flap backwards, added a little chipboard charm here, and then this is so fun. I tucked all these itty bitty little tags and stamps and stickers and just put them inside this pocket. I love little interactive things like this, so that's a really fun element. And I don't know what it is about little things that just tickles me. And then on the back, the word create. So then I also have this regular size tag, and to cover these tags, it used to be quite an ordeal because you would have to measure and cut and all of that. Now you can use the wonderful dies. This is the regular tag and gears dies, and it just creates the cover so beautifully. I've used a chipboard tab here as an opening, and this actually has a little magnetic folio on the front, so that's kind of fun. And then look at this gorgeous key. I love this copper tone key with the word dream on it. That also seemed really perfect. So I added that here with a little more ribbon, a little more curling ribbon. And then inside, I hinged the cover. So just by creating an extra little flap on the top part. And to do this, when you run that die through your die cutting machine, Just before, you can either set the die so that it doesn't quite, so the cutting edge is outside the paper edge, or you can just roll through and stop before you get all the way to the other side. Either way works. So here I've scored one of the 4x6 ephemera cards, and inside there's room for journaling and a photo if you'd like. Over here's a little belly band, and I've just tucked another ephemera card in here, and again using the word paper in the background. Look at these ephemera cards. I just love them. So the back is also covered so that you can mount a photo here. So then even the back of this tag box is decorated with some Venice lace from Linda's shop, and then this really beautiful, again, this pattern is from the 12x12 patterns and solids. Here's the images on the back. I just love all these hot air balloons and flying people, so fun. And then ribbon closure. Oh, I also heat embossed along the edge with burnt copper embossing powder, which is Emerald Creek. You can get that in Linda's shop too. And I love the kind of, I don't know, I just love, I think that goes really well with the whole steampunk thing. So, as I said, this was an 8x10 piece of lightweight white chipboard. I just scored it down the middle to create the folio. And then inside, here I just ran my ephemera card through my die cutting machine with a Spellbinders label die, scored a line, tucked it underneath the designer paper. So you've got a fun little flap element. Then a simple pocket here with a bunch of ephemera cards, another place here to add a photo or journaling. So look at this ephemera card. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the teapot with the butterfly wings on it. So imaginative. So that's the pocket on this side. Let me tuck these back in. And of course you could add more photos into that pocket as well. This side is what is so fun, and I've used the Graphic 45 regular ivory tags to create these flap mechanisms. I found these really fun little spiral clips in my stash, so I added those to clip on these ephemera cards, and then covered, again, it's so quick and easy to cover these tags using that Graphic 45 die. And then I just scored it, covered it on both sides, put the flap underneath, and then here's an additional flap. So this opens out. An image, room to do journaling, room to add a photo. And then on the top, let me come down so make sure I'm in frame here. Another really fun image. Just die cut. I placed my die where I liked the images and cut it through, scored it, room for a photo here, room for a photo here, and you could add a large photo here. I just stamped over this with the clear acrylic stamps, which Linda does have in her shop. Just real faded stamping. I didn't want it super crisp. I wanted it kind of dreamy and faded. So you could add a photo here, you could leave this as it is. But then this just folds like this folds like this, and then add these clips back and you're good to go. So that is my Letter Perfect Steampunk Folio made with Graphic 45 Imagine for the Funky Junky Boutique's Letter Perfect Challenge. And if you visit my blog, Kathy by Design, I will have a little step-out tutorial that shows you how to build this tag box. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope I've inspired you today with some ideas and tricks that you can use in your own crafty adventures. If so, I'd love to hear a comment from you below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you join me on the journey. Thank you so much. I'm going to go get my craft on. Bye.